Hallo Devendra. Welcome back to the Langmitra podcast. I'm Maria, your German teacher, and I'm so excited for today's lesson. How are you doing?
Hi, Maria. I'm great, thank you. Really looking forward to it. I've been practicing my numbers and time phrases, and I feel much more confident with them now.
That's fantastic to hear, Devendra. You've been doing a brilliant job. Last time, we focused on telling time and using numbers in daily situations, which is super important for planning. Today, we're taking that practicality a step further. We're going to learn how to find your way in German, asking for and understanding directions, and just as importantly, those quick fix phrases that help when you're a bit lost or confused. Because let's be honest, getting around in a new city can be daunting, right?
Absolutely, Maria. I've definitely had those moments where I'm standing on a street corner, utterly confused, wishing I knew how to ask for help or just ask someone to repeat what they said. This sounds incredibly useful.
It truly is, Devendra. These phrases are real lifesavers. So let's dive into our first set of words, basic directions. We'll start with the most fundamental ones. First up, left in German is links. Can you try saying that?
Links.
Excellent, Devendra. That was perfect. Now, right is rechts. This one has that tricky ch sound. Remember, it's like the ch in lach or the end of bach. It's a soft, guttural sound from the back of your throat, not a K sound. Try rechts.
Rechts.
Very good. You got that ch sound just right on your second attempt, Devendra. The first try was a little too hard, but now it's perfect. And finally, straight ahead is geradeaus. This one is a bit longer, so take your time. Geradeaus.
Geradeaus.
Almost there, Devendra. The emphasis is on the ra and the aus. Geradeaus. The ge is quite soft. Try again.
Geradeaus.
Much better. You really nailed the rhythm and pronunciation that time. You're getting better each time. So links for left, rechts for right, and geradeaus for straight ahead. These three will get you started. Now, how do we ask where is? That's wo ist, literally where is. Can you try that?
Wo ist?
Perfect, simple and effective. So if you want to ask where is the train station, you'd say wo ist der Bahnhof? The word for train station is Bahnhof. Can you try asking that, Devendra?
Wo ist der Bahnhof?
Excellent. You got the der right, which is the masculine article. Very impressive, Devendra. Now, let's add some prepositions to help describe locations. Next to is neben, opposite is gegenüber, and behind is hinter. Let's try neben. Repeat after me. Neben.
Neben.
Wonderful. Now, gegenüber. The U is like saying E, but with your lips rounded. Gegenüber.
Gegenüber.
Great job. That U sound can be tricky, but you're getting it. And finally, hinter.
Hinter.
Perfect. You see, Devendra, you're building a whole toolkit already. Let's try a quick practice scenario. Imagine you're in Berlin and you're looking for a famous museum, say the Pergamon Museum. You stop someone and ask, Entschuldigen Sie, wo ist das Pergamon Museum? Meaning, excuse me, where is the Pergamon Museum? And they reply, Gehen Sie geradeaus, dann rechts. Das Museum ist neben dem Fluss. Meaning, go straight ahead, then right, the museum is next to the river. Can you try to piece that together? What did they tell you to do?
Okay, so geradeaus is straight ahead, then rechts is right, and neben dem Fluss. Fluss is river, right? So next to the river.
Spot on, Devendra. You understood it perfectly. That's a great example of how these words come together. You're already navigating the streets of Berlin in your mind. Don't forget to review your study cards on Langmitra after this lesson for all these vocabulary, grammar, and cultural insights, and try the practice exercises to improve your pronunciation and test your understanding.
That's super helpful, Maria. But what if they speak really fast or use words I don't know? That's usually where I get lost, even if I know some of the direction words.
That's a brilliant question, Devendra, and it brings us perfectly to our next set of essential phrases, the quick fix communication phrases. These are crucial for when things don't go perfectly, which, let's face it, happens all the time when you're learning a new language. First, if someone speaks too fast, you can politely ask, Bitte is please, and langsamer sprechen is speak slower. Try saying the whole phrase, Devendra.
Können Sie bitte langsamer sprechen?
Wonderful. Your pronunciation is clear and the intonation is polite, which is very important. That's a big step in confident communication. Now, what if you simply didn't catch what they said? You can ask them to repeat. Können Sie das bitte wiederholen? Meaning, can you please repeat that? Wiederholen means to repeat. Give that a go.
Können Sie das bitte wiederholen?
Almost perfect, Devendra. Just make sure the W in wiederholen sounds like a V in English, not like a W. So, wiederholen. Try it once more.
Können Sie das bitte wiederholen?
Excellent. Much better. That's a common point of confusion for English speakers, so well done for correcting it. And if you're completely lost and don't understand, a simple Ich verstehe nicht, meaning I don't understand, is perfectly acceptable. It's concise and gets the message across. Try it.
Ich verstehe nicht.
Perfect. And finally, after they've repeated or spoken slower, you might want to confirm you've got it right. You can say, Habe ich das richtig verstanden? Meaning, did I understand that correctly? This shows you're engaged and eager to understand. Richtig means correctly or right. Can you try this one, Devendra?
Habe ich das richtig verstanden?
That was beautifully said, Devendra. Your intonation rose at the end, indicating a question, which is exactly right. You see, even if you don't know every single word, these phrases give you the power to control the conversation and ensure you eventually get the information you need. You're doing a fantastic job, Maria.
Thanks, Maria. These phrases really make me feel more confident. It's like having a safety net. I can imagine myself using them in a real situation now.
Exactly. And that leads us to a quick cultural note. Germans are generally quite direct in their communication. This isn't considered rude, it's simply efficient. When you ask for directions, don't expect a lot of small talk. They'll likely give you the information directly and clearly. For example, if you ask, Wo ist der Bahnhof? They might just say, Rechts, dann links, geradeaus, meaning right, then left, straight ahead, without much embellishment.
That's interesting, Maria. In some cultures, a direct answer without a lot of preamble might be seen as a bit abrupt, but it makes sense for efficiency, especially if you're in a hurry.
Precisely, Devendra. It's about clarity and not wasting time. And that's why these quick fix phrases are so valuable. By asking them to speak slower or repeat, you're actually helping them help you more effectively. It's a win-win. So don't be afraid to use them. Germans appreciate when you make an effort to communicate clearly. It shows respect for their language, and they'll often be very patient and helpful in return. You'll find these phrases, along with all the vocabulary, waiting for you on Langmitra to practice.
That's a great insight, Maria. It helps to understand the cultural context behind the language.
I'm glad it does, Devendra. Now, let's do a rapid-fire review to cement these in your mind. I'll say the German word or phrase, and you tell me what it means and try to say it again. Ready? Ready. Links. Left. Links. Excellent. Rechts. Right. Rechts. Perfect. Geradeaus. Straight ahead. Geradeaus. Wonderful. Wo ist? Where is? Wo ist? Great. Können Sie bitte langsamer sprechen? Can you please speak slower? Können Sie bitte langsamer sprechen? Fantastic, Devendra. You're saying that so naturally now. Compare how you said that at the beginning versus now. Huge difference. You've made incredible progress in this short time. And finally, ich verstehe nicht. I don't understand. Ich verstehe nicht. Brilliant, Devendra. You've grasped so much today. You now have the tools to ask for directions and to manage the conversation if you're not quite understanding. That's a huge step towards feeling comfortable and independent in a German-speaking environment. You should be really proud of your progress.
Thank you, Maria. I really do feel much more confident. This lesson was incredibly practical.
My pleasure, Devendra. Remember, consistent practice is key. Use these phrases whenever you get the chance, even if it's just practicing in front of a mirror. For our next lesson, we're going to dive into ordering food and drinks in a German restaurant. We'll learn how to ask for the menu, place your order, and understand common restaurant phrases. It'll be delicious, I promise. So keep practicing, and I'll see you next time, Devendra. Tschüss.
Tschüss, Maria. Thanks again.
one language sets you in a corridor for life. Learn language with podcast. Subscribe.